Hello everyone, Sawadika. Welcome or welcome back. I apologize for my setup today. I'm a little bit under the weather, so I'm going to be doing the reaction from my bed. So since this is part 2 of my episode 2 reaction, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right to it, okay? Alright, let's start with Yam. I owe Yam an apology. Because I really underestimated her character at first. I didn't think that she was gonna grow on me, and it's not because the character was bad or because the acting was bad. It's because I typically don't gravitate towards bubbly types in film or TV or anything like that. But Bella did such a great job of bringing Yam to life. This scene sold it for me. I love her quirkiness, I love her charisma, I love her extrovertedness. She really is that spark of sunshine in the middle of a bunch of serious, solemn, moody characters. There is an actress in the States named Judy Greer. She is constantly typecasted as the assistant in movies. And there's a reason for that. It's because she's damn good at selling the character. She's so good at playing the witty, sassy, charismatic assistant. You know, I'm not saying being typecasted is a great thing. You know, if it's not something you want in your career, then probably not. But if it's something that you're comfortable with, if it's something that Bella actually was okay with in her career, I think that she could kill it. Now we have the scene where Iwadin has Mewika by herself finally. And I'll be honest, I was a bit taken aback by how rude Mewika was towards her. I don't know, call me ignorant, but I, for some reason, thought that everything was semi-okay between the two, especially since Iwadin agreed with Mewika on the proposal idea. I was wrong, apparently. And we see Mewika kind of like give this like eye roll and she walks away. And I thought, oh, okay, so that's where we're at right now. And then we see Iwadin in all her mighty glory decide that she is not done. You know, this is a woman on the hunt, you guys. She's on the hunt. She knows exactly what she wants. Oh, okay, hold on a second. So the song that's playing in this scene is called Targeted by Ken Belcher, and I know because I made an entire playlist of the Harmony Secret soundtrack. It took me forever, I will say that. But I'm about 99% positive that those are all the correct songs. So if you want to correct me on that, I will go ahead and put the Spotify in the description box. But anyway, that's the song in this scene, so that gives you an indication of where Iwadin's intentions are, and it really sets the tone here. Alright, now we have the elevator scene, and I wanted to point something out. There is a camera in the top right. And I don't know about you guys, but I personally panicked when I first saw the scene because I wasn't sure if that was foreshadowing a potential chaotic issue in the future where someone was spying on them or they were leaking this to the media. Iwadin kind of nudging Mewika, and she's being coy about it, right? And she's also being very assertive and kind of being a little bit sassy. I didn't really focus so much on the character as I did Lookmhee, and the reason is because Lookmhee is an excellent, stellar actress. Not taking anything away from Sonya or the other actresses, but I really do feel like Lookmhee is on another level. She has a lot of micro expressions, so like the way she moves her eyebrows, if she's you know, got a smirk on her face, the way she says certain things, and I'm not sure, maybe there is an aspect to Iwadin that makes it easier for Lookmhee to portray the character. She is an excellent actress. Oh man, okay. Now we have the scene where Iwadin is talking to Yam, and Yam's like, I told you to stay away. And Iwadin says, but something good can come of this. And she basically says in this scene here, no one's going to get hurt from this. And that made me feel so sad because it made me realize how much of an idealist Iwadin actually is. when we've seen throughout the 2 episodes that what we thought was a realist, right? Especially when she's talking to maybe Ka and saying, I understand where your intentions were with the business proposal, but you just have to be careful. So right off the bat, we think she's more of a realist, right? See what's in front of you, believe what's in front of you, and always look over your shoulder type of person. Now with this scene, it definitely made me see her in a different light, and I think that I should have kind of kept that in the back of my mind, because from the first episode we knew that she was an idealist. We knew that she was a hopeless romantic. She's held on to the same crush for years. She kept her pen locked away in a little treasure trove, right? And that's something I should have remembered. She is a hopeless romantic at heart, and I don't know why, it just made me feel bad for her. It made me pity her just a little bit, because we constantly see this bulldog of a character, right? She's going after whatever she has her sights set on, and we see her as that really tough person, but on the inside, she's like a little muffin. She's soft, and she just wants love, and she just wants whatever she envisions in her mind. She's willing to go for it and take care of it and nurture it. So I think this is a very endearing part of her personality. This is a great example of what I'm referring to. This is the scene where Iwadin is waiting for Mebika to show up at Entia Bar. And we can see it in her face, like she's not even sure if Mebika is gonna come. She thinks she even stood up. She's looking kind of salty. She's looking kind of shameful, having this flashback of her telling Mebika that people don't just kiss like that for any reason. And I can almost sense her shame, like, did I do the right thing, or did I just make myself look stupid? Because I'm sure we've all been there. And so I did feel for her in this scene. This whole thing kind of boils down to trying to get the straight girl to make up her mind. We all know where that heads. At least most of us do. My gut instinct is to be like, girl, we know this is going to end up in disaster. Like, you cannot be this naive. But the other side of me, I understand. She's in love, and she wants this to work out, and I want it to work out for her. So this scene made me giggle, because Iwadin says, does your dad know you're here? And Mebika says, does your dad know you like girls? First of all, Mebika, mind your business. Second of all, you want to make out in the back? To be fair, it was a great comeback. Okay, so we were all shocked when this scene came up, because none of us were expecting it. And it was a shock in the best way possible, because we've seen the actresses do things together before, but this felt like it was on a whole different level. And I just love Lumi's character. Like, she just goes for it, And the thing is, like, when Mebika grabs her wrist, right, to stop her from going further up her thigh, or, well, I mean, she was already kind of like there, to stop her from doing anything more. We see Iwadin lift her head up, and her nose is all red, her lips are all red and chapped. Poor Lumi, like, the poor thing been putting in the work, right? She's putting in the time. She is loving the best that she can. She deserves something good. She tells her, this is my first time. I was hoping it would be somewhere nicer. How about your place? And Iwadin's like, yeah, like, that's fine. But the audience knows that this is a bad idea, because Mebika is, of course, being sneaky, and she's probably wanting to steal some kind of secrets or whatever from Iwadin's company, right? How would it feel to love someone for so long, to crush on them for so long, finally be able to kiss them and do things with them, and think that you're going to be their first time, only for them to stab you in the back? What? No, I'm hoping that she will be wise enough and smart enough to see through Mebika's scheme, show Mebika that I see what you're doing here and it's not working, but hey, I still really like you. Fingers crossed for a good outcome in the next episode. We already know that we're going to see some good things, so I know that, the characters are going to go in a right direction. Let's see what happens, and that basically concludes my entire review for this episode. You will see one this weekend for episode 3, so stay tuned, you guys.